Hello, welcome to Michael How Arts. I'm Michael. Today going to be doing drawing. I plan to just kind of noodle and doodle around for a bit and then be working on some comic pages that I'm working on. Here's a silly guy I drew yesterday. I made him by, let's see if I can. So I doodled a lot of shapes with like a marker and then looked for like kind of like what I could see in that, and then added those lines and those colors. Uh Today, yeah, I'm gonna be just noodling and doodling. Might work on a Zelda drawing, at least initially, and then work on the Blackout comic. I'm on the last of the 4 pages to ink, so that's getting really close to done. And I am once again streaming both to YouTube and to Twitch. Let me lower my camera. Every time I raise the desk, the camera changes. Oops, my monitor just flickered because I pulled on something. Gonna do some warm-up doodles first. Warm-up lines. I'm practicing drawing the connection between 2 points just by moving my hand over it to get it in place in my mind. And then putting it down and moving up. That was a big miss. Oh wow, I followed that one exactly. Almost. There we go. And then some curves. Let's see if I can get this closer to itself. Hey, it's hello, Viking. Hello, Gwen. How are you doing? What are you up to today? I'm playing with a balloon and beating bad guys. Wow, good for you. What kind of bad guys are you beating? It sounds pretty fun. And Elias has a blanket sword that cuts bad guys into confetti. Whoa. Take that, bad guys. Power Ranger bad guys. I a Pink Ranger. I go pew 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 whack whack pow pow boom. Fun. Zelda, who Dad knows the real name of, uh, she liked to be the Pink Ranger too. She knew she was going to grow up and be the Pink Ranger. I, Viking, have to annotate non-word actions that are purely visual. I'm sure, yeah. I had a crush on the Pink Ranger growing up, so good taste all around. Oh yeah, nah, she was cute. Getting back to the drawing, I am practicing drawing different shapes. Just trying to warm up, practice, get an overall sense, just developing the skills and the perspective. Trying to have fun. That doesn't look like a circle. looks a little more like a circle. I unfortunately learned when I got older that she is like a good third cousin or something like that, so the crush ended there. What? You're related to Kimberly the Pink Ranger? Or whatever her actual name is. I don't remember it right this second. Gotta warm up the hand for drawing, just like you gotta warm the hand for dueling. Nice. Hi, Rytek. Welcome. I appreciate the magic snake. Oh, babe. Gwen is being the Pink Ranger. What are you looking for? The coffee? It smells like... Oh. Amy Jo Johnson, yes. But Kimberly was her Power Ranger name. Yeah. Coffee!
Look what I found.
What'd you found?
My Gerber
Where was it?
in this drawer.
Oh. Go away, unknown caller. I don't want to talk to you. Although I realized, well, no, I told them I prefer to be emailed. I put some job applications in, so it's like, oh, darn it, back to where I have to answer phone calls. But they're almost all spam. So,
Yeah.
I'll wait for a message. Speaking of job stuff, I should remember before just the end of the stream, if you're new here and like what you see, don't forget to give a follow so you can know when I go live again. I also have a Discord if people are interested in joining that. I post art as well as when I'm going live. I have various social medias, and if you're interested in getting a commission from me, you can find info there. Ironically, what I'm sketching now probably won't inspire you to get a commission of a little doodle, but you can see the art scrolling by. Wait, is the art actually going? Okay, cool. Because my stream preview is all lagged and broken again on Twitch, so it's like, you're still on the welcome screen. I'm like, I'm not. But his art! Why, thank you, Viking. Oh, and this Saturday, at noon Mountain Time, I'm going to be going live and doing the monthly request stream, where I'll have the chat machines pick someone from chat. That person can get me to draw their character. They'll send me references or describe what they want, and I'll draw that character for them for about 1.5 hours. Here are a couple examples of that. These were winners from the first time I did it. So, yeah, come on by then. And I plan to do 2 of those. So, total of like probably a 3-hour stream, honestly. I'm going to try to set it up so that it's more accurately picking followers and that subscribers get a bigger chance. Just as a way to say thank you to anyone who's subscribed. Okay, those parts curve wrong. Not like curving past the cannon, they're curving into it. So it needs to be something like this. I'm just building this. Originally it was just, let's draw a cylinder. And then it was like, let's make it look tech. And now it's, let's make some sort of cannon thing. I will win this time! I already have my plan. Dang it, I can't sub until next month. Oh no! Well, that's okay. I haven't yet set that up. I'm gonna try to, but we'll see if I can get the robots to do it correctly. So that might not matter. Pretty sure I messed up the perspective on this somehow. Like, the whole thing feels a tiny bit lopsided. I mean, I am a follower, though. Just a poor one. You're not a poor... Oh, poor monetarily follower. I thought you were saying you're a poor follower for a second. I'm like, you're not. You're one of the best followers on here. Oh, like that. That makes sense. Let's see, what else does this thing need? Give like a little wheel. Oh, well, actually, so at first I was like, okay, a little wheel would be kind of just funny. But maybe it's not a wheel, maybe it's like a little hover platform. So this turns it into a little more of like a video game boss thing. It kind of floats around and can shoot you. Gotta support my brother any way I can. I am also saving some money so I can do commissions from you before next spring, hopefully. Aw, cool. Thank you. Thanks for using the hashtag. It's unfortunate that it doesn't use the hashtags if it's in a post. Like, it has to be just by itself. Like 4 of those things surrounding the video game boss, shooting you until the bad guy unshields and reveals his weak spot. Exactly! Actually, looking at it, these curves should be closer to where the gun is because this first one is so close. It's like going through the gun. So it needs to be like this. And then this thing probably needs to be moved over a tiny bit. No, there's just something. I got something off with the perspective. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's a little better. BRB, you gotta talk to a neighbor really quick. Okay. It's a tiny bit crooked. There we go. I saw this little half cylinder over here floating. It's like that could almost be fun to have like a little hat type thing that floats. Since the whole gun is floating, to me it seems to enhance the sense of this being like a minion, like something that's a little bit sentient, not just a cannon. It's new Copic brush, or Copic digital brush that I downloaded this last week. It's pretty good. I had tried to create one myself, but I hadn't been able to develop as much of the way with the markers it will darken itself until it gets to its total darkness, but that's it. Like, it won't get darker. And so that's how Copic markers work. They'll like build up for a bit and then just kind of stop.
Hey, I'm back, he says.
Hi, back. I'm dead. My revenge is complete. Ah, it is your line. I stole it for myself. Here we go. Here's a... Ooh, I kind of like it flipped upside down. So at first I had thought... at first I had thought that it would be just floating on that little pointy thing. But I honestly kind of like it like this. And I'll change the color on this one just to test something else. Maybe it'll like flip when it'll decide it wants to turn itself over if it notices you and gets mad. That would also make a cool security droid in the Star Wars universe. You and Zelda have an announcement to make? No. No. Oh, really? I like it better floating on the pointy thing, and the cylinder on top is the eye. I could see that. I mean, that was how I was originally thinking of it, but it just seemed like a... It was a way to test a variation. Hey, look. So, classic sketchbook page. I feel like I have a few of those where it's like noodles and doodles and warm-ups, and then, hey, here's something cool. Oh, as far as sketchbooks go, you can get my digital sketchbooks, so pages full of this for a period of 6 months over on my Gumroad. So it's a PDF of... Are you gonna let me load the link? Cool. The most recent one has 152 pages for just $6. This was a fun progression. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I like getting to build stuff like that. And I'm gonna, while I'm in the mood for it, I'm gonna do one more thing that I saw someone doing the other day that was really fun. And that's making just a variety of shapes to build and test with. trying to not put too much thought into these. And then I can use it to build a robot. Because see, there's all these little shapes in there. It's honestly really hard for me to just draw abstract shapes. I'm like almost constantly thinking of a thing that has to go there. It's like, oh, that could be this, and I'll just pretend it's a different shape later. That's a weird centered thing. I think my thought about it being a droid is just because I'm almost exclusively doing Star Wars or Cosmere as my media. Makes sense. Oh yeah, and about your text earlier, I don't mind Star Wars lore ideas. So then I'll do let's do some little ideas of what could be here. So this one I definitely feel like it's more of a full like hover station than just a robot. I'm not sure how just a robot would kind of get along like this, but I could see like a station having the repulsors or whatever to be able to hover. Maybe we could suggest shapes for you to draw and then you turn it into something. Yeah, at some point I'd like to do that. Excuse me. Today I'm gonna just doodle on these ones and then move on to actual project. But I like that idea. The Revan theory, I only had a chance to glance at the text. And so I didn't see if there was answers or reasoning behind it. It's like, oh, well, that's intriguing. And that's as far as I got. So it's like, huh. I'd be interested to think about it. But that's as far as I got. I like the idea of this as a distribution station for droids or robots. Yeah, exactly. It's some sort of spaceport. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, no. Maybe next time I do this, that'd be a really good way to do it. I figured, but since you said that you have a hard time with abstract shapes and starting with an idea, so it could be more of a challenge for you to turn it into something. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, we are having an ad start soon. So salute to the ad crew. You can stick around for the 2.5 minutes. Really helps me out. Take a break. Get some water. That shape seems odd. Well, I mean, it didn't have to be anything in particular, but now I want to try to make it at least kind of match the perspective. change that up to be like where there was a explosion or an attack or something. So this is a damaged ship station. This one is going to be a droid. Let's see. Or at least I think it'll be a droid. You know, we'll see. Right now, this feels like Star Trek warp nacelles. That's a cleaning droid. There's a 28-second delay between the stream on my TV and the stream on my phone. Just thought I'd share that tidbit with you. Interesting. That's a cleaning droid? Why do you say that? I can add these little sponges in. It's got little cleaners. Yeah, right now this feels very Star Trek-y with like the little warp nacelle on the curved platform. So I'll want to shake that up. Although if it keeps some of the same, you know, that design language, it's fine. just has that feel. Like it has an air filtration device on top, brushes on the T part for stubborn spots. The two pad things on the upward curve part is like a laser scrubber, and the pull on the bottom is a UV sanitizer. Fun! I like that idea. You know what? I'm gonna go back to that concept, kind of like I was drawing earlier with the column and turning it into like a laser gun. And I'll also use my inspiration from like the Mega Man blaster. Here's this cleaning weapon. Oh, right. Remove parts of that. And then have it get like a little, I don't know, hinge part almost. It does feel very Star Trek as opposed to Star Wars. I like it. Like these could be some sort of like advanced filter thing. And they'll like rotate to get to different parts. Look, I want one of those for real life. Just a tiny bit. Space them out a little more. All right. Well, I don't think I'm gonna do all of them. fun because this thing, with this method, it's like I'm trying to make sense of it, but not too much sense. If I got stuck on like, well, that doesn't make sense, then a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't happen. But you can pretend, and it's sci-fi, and so if nothing else, if you use this as an idea, you could then go and, if you were making a movie or something, it's like, you know what, I like the look of this guy. Make it make sense. All right, those are some fun noodling doodlings. Oh, cool. I know I've only been going for an hour, but I also forgot to really. No, I ate sort of a breakfast. I didn't have lunch. I'm gonna step away for really quick, just to grab us something to eat. Leave this up, not going a full 15. Be right back. I've returned. Dude, you need to eat. I forgot to eat until 8 p.m. yesterday. That was bad, I bet, yeah. Also, drink some water. I yell as you leave down the hall. Well, thank you. Here, water. I, just had some of the leftover chili I made the other night. Did some homemade chili. And we made chili dogs. And man, those were good and very, very scarfable. Way too easy to put down. Chili, yes. Were you okay after not eating till 8 yesterday? Like, had you not eaten all day until then? Okay. I am now switching over to inking the Blackout comic. It's very close to being done. Does anyone else have good food stuff they've made recently? We made some pasta salad this week. And yeah, chili dogs. We got the stuff to make a roast. This was definitely the week of let's actually let's make meals, which then also becomes the week where you don't have any snacks available. And then you're mad at yourself. You're like, dang it, I know why I did that, but now I'm hungry. I had literally consumed only a Monster Zero Ultra Purple, and no, I was not okay by the end of the day. Yikes! I bet. Are you okay now? Take care of yourself, dude. But also speaking as someone else who has ADHD, I know what that could be like to be like, oh, right, I need this. I have kids. I have to always have snacks around. Fair. I played around with a recipe of my mom's last week. I made chicken tortilla casserole. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. That's one of Zelda's favorites. I'm hearing my breath squeak. That's not a good sign. Chicken tortilla casserole, but instead of green chilies and cream of chicken soup, I made and used salsa verde, and it was awesome. Interesting. Yeah, yesterday I just kept getting distracted and didn't realize until we got home from Costco that I hadn't eaten or drunk anything yet that day, except for said energy drink. Well, I'm glad you realized it. Yeah, a little scary. What did you eat to make up for that? What recipe does she use for her chicken tortilla casserole? I'm not sure. I think she kind of does it more by the feel of it. Oop, didn't want to fill all that. Three hot dogs wrapped in tortillas and about 2 cups of mashed potatoes and a half-gallon of water. Oh, dang. That should have filled you up pretty quick. Cooks by vibes. Yes, Sam. I should really have asked her what her base recipe that the vibes start before. She's not in chat. We'll have to ask her later. So I'm sure it's the recipe that, like, her mom and family would use, but I don't know what it is. I like to ask that one a lot because pretty much everybody I know has a family chicken tortilla casserole hot dish recipe, and I like to see the fun differences and similarities. Yeah, I'm sure. Is there any? Have you noticed major differences? I feel. I mean, of course, almost any recipe you could find the one big variation, but that is one where I'm like, can you really make it that different? Should be like a top part of this. This one will kind of circle down like that. That gets erased here and here. Only a couple of times, but it's the little differences that could be the most fun. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I know a family that will not use green chilies because they can't handle any spice whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, variations like that make sense. What's really cool is when they can still make it, like, extra good. Like, you hear, or I hear that and feel like, it's like, okay, that makes sense, but I feel like it has to have, like, zero flavor. But if they're able to make a really good recipe without the stuff that you think is vital, I think that's really cool. You know, kind of the, there's no way this should work. Oh, hey, holy cow, it works. Yeah, I was one of those people that couldn't handle spice much at all growing up. Didn't like it. Well, then there's the weird stuff of like, you know, was it just sensitivity? Was I picky? Probably both, all of the above. So. So there's definitely stuff where I'm like now, like, oh, dang, why did I not like this when I was younger? It's like, well, couldn't handle it before. It's a little too much like a clown shoe. I remember when we started hanging out, and you hadn't really been exposed to flavor with your family's cooking. So I think that was the biggest reason, honestly. Yeah, so I can get that. The thing is, I think to some extent, it was probably like some weird vicious cycle. Because I'm pretty sure that when I was younger, they tried to use a little bit more flavor, but a lot of us didn't like it and were picky, so it kind of just got reduced to there's not much flavor in anything. So, and therefore, we didn't learn how to have anything else. But yeah, no, like for the years, I wouldn't want ketchup or tomatoes on burgers. I was like, that's weird, that's gross, don't want it. Now, knowing, some stuff, it's like some of that was probably stimulation issues. With other stuff. So, yeah, again, I think it was like both. Oh, well, and my dad apparently doesn't like tomatoes, like at all. Like, I didn't want ketchup, but he doesn't like tomato slices. I think that's what's going on with Bowen right now, because he doesn't seem to like strong flavors except salt and the ADHD stuff as well. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. And of course, my understanding is is that it sounds like lots of kids just want chicken nuggies. I don't know that they have to have ADHD to be like that. That just sounds like a standard child thing. Oh yeah, like always hated vegetables, and like whether it's not all of them though, but like lima beans hated. Corn I liked. Mixed veggies were a mixed bag. There's one thing that I make that is actually quite packed with flavor that he has asked for. Oh? What is that? I am intrigued. Sorry for delaying answering. I'm ironically making chicken nuggets for the kids while we have this conversation. That's perfect. Chicken nuggets are amazing. I'm trying to decide what it is about them that makes them so great. Also, I'm guessing it's just because of like different breading flavors, but I feel like the Dino Nuggies, there is something better about them, and not just because, you know, dinosaurs. It's like they actually seem to taste different. So I'll make ramen for Bowen, but I'll mix toasted sesame oil, fish sauce, oyster sauce, seasoned rice wine vinegar, and the ramen packet, and toss the noodles into that. He likes that hot or cold. Interesting. I wonder why that is. But, I mean, good. Deja vu. Working on that little part. Funnily enough, it's Dino Buddies that I'm making. Yeah. Dino Buddies are what we get, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Dino Buddies. I'm going to go check that. Yep. Dino Buddies it is. Love those. I'll also add hoisin if I have it. Makes sense. So here is this big container getting overpressurized. The ones around it are very straight and cylindrical, and then this is getting all rounded out and bulgy. It was honestly really hard to do that without it feeling ultra comical, like super cartoonish. Still not sure I actually succeeded, but it's also old school comic books, you know. They could be pretty silly if you actually read them. Oh no, we don't like overpressurized tanks. So an overpressurized tank in real life look pretty cartoonish. Oh really? Posture check, thank you. Yeah, well actually, back straight, shoulders back, chin up. You know, in this case it actually works out because it's the hero is pressurizing it from the inside to escape because he got locked in by the bad guy. Oh well, then that's the exception. Yeah, but you know, I would agree having pressurization is probably not ideal, generally speaking. Yeah, the exception that proves the rule. Merge this a little bit to match the base of the tank a little better. There we go. Oh, we're having another ad starting soon. Not the ads! Levi's wondering what your chicken tortilla base recipe is. Chicken tortilla casserole base recipe is.
Chicken and casserole.
Yeah, or soup. Did you like enchilada soup?
I love enchilada soup. They're very different. Those cuisines are very different.
Oh. Viking says, "Hi, Zelda." Were you thinking more casserole or more like soup? Now I forget.
How did this even come up?
We were talking food, just generally.
Did you start telling him about my stuff?
He mentioned that he had made a chicken enchilada thing or chicken tortilla thing, and I was like, "Oh, Emily loves that."
So, what's the question? I
Casserole.
wasn't here for the conversation.
No, I know.
That you're trying to bring me into.
Well, that's why.
Ask me the question.
He's curious what recipe or base recipe do you use for chicken tortilla casserole?
Okay. I can tell you right now, Levi. This is my all-time favorite green chili enchilada sauce that you can get from the store without it being homemade. This stuff. Do not get the red enchilada stuff. It sucks. I don't know if you saw it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can read
The
it.
La
if you need.
Palmas green chili enchilada sauce. The green, not the red. They have tried to substitute the red for me, and it is disgusting.
Okay, I don't like red enchilada sauce, so green is the way to go.
I am fine with red enchilada sauce. It's just this particular brand, the La Palmas, is not good with the red. It is nasty. But however, I could drink this stuff. This is so good. And that's like the kind of the base I use for my green chili chicken enchilada casserole, which is just this rice, chicken, layered with tortillas, onions, cheese. Oh, and I think I mix in a little bit of like the chicken broth like seasoning. Yeah.
Oh wow, mine is way different, he says. Ooh, now I'm curious.
I think sometimes I put like diced canned tomatoes in it.
You'll have to write it down for me so I can make yours.
Sure, we'll do a recipe swap. Sounds good.
That'd be fun.
What are you working on? I didn't even know.
What am I working on? The Blackout comic.
Nice.
Pressure cooker is about to explode. Freaking love this idea. Recipe swap? Or pressure cookers exploding? I didn't see when you said that. Oh, it was before that? Okay. Recipe swap. Great idea. How many fingers did I give? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Recipe swap. Old school pressure cooker scare me. I'll take electric over old school any day. Oh? What's the... How do they work differently? Because aren't they... Are they not all still pressure? Or is it something about when it's electric it helps it be safer? I don't know how they would have been done before. Old school ones used to have less safety features, so they were much more prone to overheating and exploding. But electric ones have fuses and breakers that keep that from happening generally. Nice. But the old ones still used electricity, right? Or is that... Like, is it... I guess I'm not understanding the the difference. So I get the difference of like an old school one versus one that's more modern. But I'm not understanding how one is electric and one isn't. No, old ones were used on the stove. Really? Okay, see? Something I didn't know. And something I didn't know is not surprising. But, cool, thanks for explaining. It's way too big. Old ones were used on the stove. Okay. Yeah, I can see that being harder to to have certain safety things also, because then it can't like shut itself off. Yep, and I've been in a house where one exploded, oh geez, and it broke the stove and the hood above the stove. And for like the 10 years I would go to that house, there was always some marks on the ceiling to show where the lid got lodged into it. Holy cow, that's terrifying. That is spooky. So I'm gonna draw this here following the rough place it was drawn before, and then I'm gonna lower it a little bit because I think that arm got too long. The perspective on this angle is interesting, so it might not be too long. It might not be too long. I think it's too long. Yeah, that feels better. It was loud. My friend and I were in the basement, and it sounded like a shotgun went off in the next room. Jeez. Dang. Was anyone hurt? Nobody was hurt, but his dog never went into the kitchen after that. Oh no. But I'm sure. Oh, you sent a photo. Is that a recipe or a hole in the ceiling? Oh, jeez. Is that from that house, or is this just one you found online? Dang. It's like sunk down through the stove and then... Dang, I don't know if you can... It's crazy. Here, I'm gonna switch over to the... Let's see. Just so people can see it. That looks like a less damaged version of it. Okay. Dang. Because that looks pretty damaged already. You know. Fun. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, after I finish inking this panel, or get it to a more finished state anyway, I'm gonna go to my actual break. It's been a couple hours since I started streaming. Excuse me. So that'll be 15 minutes.
Oh, and the pot itself was torn. Oh, his whole stove caved in and shattered the lid. It was almost all the way into the ceiling. Jeez. The tile on the wall behind the stove was gone, as were most of the plasterboard as well. And there was barbecue beef everywhere. Oh, I'm sure the food was everywhere. Oh, and the pot itself was torn in two, one of which was lodged into the refrigerator across the room. Holy cow. I can see why they scare you. That's a lot. All right. So there's that. Oh, wait, let's do just a tiny bit more of a thick on the door so that it pops out a little bit more. Yeah, as much as I like pressure cooking, I will never use the stovetop one. I'll stick with electric. Cool. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll do the stovetop one either, but I'd never had the opportunity to use one before now anyway, so. But good to know. Learn something new every day. It was his sister's first time trying to cook with one, and she wasn't exactly a good/attentive cook in the first place. So needless to say, she wasn't allowed to cook unsupervised after that. She was 20-something. Oh no. I think she ended up marrying a chef a couple of years later. Cook me these things, I can't. After Instapot made its debut, it's pretty hard to find stovetop ones anymore. Yeah. All right. With that, it is time for me to go to break. So I'll be gone for 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. If you're new here, don't forget to follow so you can see me later if you have to leave during the break. You can also join my Discord and follow me on social medias. All right, I will see you all in 15. Hey, I'm back. So I said I was going on break, and I actually am on break. This is past pre-recorded Michael. Past Michael, me, wanted to let you know about subscribing with Twitch Prime. Basically, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect that to your Twitch account. And then with that Twitch Prime account, you get a free credit that you can use every month to subscribe to a channel of your choice. It's completely free for you and a big support for channels. And so, if you haven't already used your Twitch Prime subscription, may I ask you to consider subscribing here? Thanks! Oh, and you do need to resubscribe with your Twitch Prime credit every month, so you can either subscribe again where you are, or go give support to another of your favorite channels. Alrighty, so Michael's gonna wrap up his break. Future Michael does. Or is that present Michael? Anyways, bye!
Hello, everybody.
Fine
All
still.
campaign, all I've wanted was to pass wisdom saving throws, and I never do.
Even with advantage?
I have advantage. I have plus. All my feats almost have all been going into that direction. No.
Oh, that's awesome.
Consent is always important.
Agreed.
You're next.
Attack first. Think never.
You feel a definite pulse of magical energy as you shake his hand.
You just made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Roll a will save.
I don't know what's really going on. Hi!
We have you on speakerphone.
I enjoyed the live action The Avatar movie. Oh, baby Babaluba. Everybody knows if it's green and it's slime, it's booger time.
have returned once again. Hello, for anyone who joined during the break, I'm Michael. This is Michael How Arts. I'm a digital illustrator of fantastical topics, fantasy, sci-fi, superheroes. I enjoy and love all of them. I'll do character illustrations and comics of those. Today I'm working on a superhero comic about the Yugoslavian superhero Blackout. He was a character created, I believe, in the 40s. A World War II era character. And then the writer of this piece discovered him and has written a couple different stories with him for me to draw. And then my plan is, since this is the last page, I think I'll just today, or for now, finish up the inking, and then I can send it to the writer. And then I'll do a little bit of Magic the Gathering, kind of as it's like a reward on stream. And then depending on the time and all that, draw some more. Have a Star Wars commission to work on, and a Legend of Zelda piece I want to do before the new game comes out. So those are my thoughts of what I would work on. But I might also just go with what feels more fun to do, at least just to end the stream. Fill him in. Oops, why is that one? Oh, I see why. I'm gonna see what happens if I go in and add a perspective ruler right to the center. Is it gonna work? Is it working? Perspective. Why is it not changing where the... Is it freezing up? Done. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not letting me edit that. Delete. Delete. So that was the grid I used to create one of the other pages. I'm not sure exactly why it's doing that or not doing it to this?
Turn off the drawing guide. I don't need to see it. Because the computer's set up to just hold it in place like that. Boomy!
Where's the kaboom? There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
And it kind of is. Whether it's earth-shattering or not, I'm not sure. But there's a big kaboomy right here.
these darker areas of the explosion that I had were distracting a little bit from the character stuck in it. Some of that could probably be adjusted with color. But I want to make it a little more obvious just from the inks. Solid. Some of these are a little rougher on knowing what I meant to do than I like to have.
hand.
Fiend, how are you doing? I'm working on a comic on this superhero one. What have you been up to? Exhausted, planning and then celebrating my lovely wife's milestone birthday. Milestone birthday to her. Happy birthday. I'm not a planner, so it's extra rough. Yeah, I know what that's like. Trying to plan things is rough for me too. But good job. Excuse me. And I'm sure she appreciates it. Comic! How did the birthday go? Hi, Zelda. Yeah, no, I realized I had just read it somehow as just planning, forgetting that you actually did the celebration, so I hope that went well. I don't know what I expected, but it turned out pretty good. Oh, that's good to hear. Two more panels to ink. La 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 la. Two more panels to ink. La la la. La 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 la. Yay, almost done. So if anyone's wondering, this is page 4 of this superhero comic. The superhero is Blackout. He's a Yugoslavian hero from World War II. I got asked to draw this 4-pager because I've already done I did a single page drawing of the character. Where is that? Here we go. And so the same writer asked me to draw a longer one. Venues have the dumbest questions that are impossible to answer. How many people are you expecting? Somewhere between 50 to 125. Is that helpful? Oh, that's rough. I wonder what happens if you just answer the max. It's like, I'm expecting 125. You know, it's like, I invited 125 people. I wonder if they'll accept that. That is so awesome. Thank you. Kind of get that film noir style, detectives and such. Sweet. That wasn't super specifically the intention, but I was going for like the 40s era, or, you know, golden age, old school comic books. And those definitely were all being made and developed at the same time, I'd say. So that makes sense that it would be that, even though that wasn't the exact intention. But I'll take it. This character is interesting because he's all black. Like all his skin got turned to super dark blackness, and he controls smoke, or he can. I don't know if he controls all smoke or if he could just create his own. But so then the choosing what to draw and have be shadowed on him is interesting. YouTube. Art Kid. So cool. Thank you. Hello, Art Kid. What kind of an art kid are you? And pink waving. Hello. Sadly, when it retransmits it to my restreaming thing, I can't actually see the emojis. I just read them. It's my daughter's YouTube hobby. Nice. I like art YouTube. I've gotten lots and lots of good advice and fun out of that over the years. Wait, Michael, are you multi-streaming? I am. It's going to Twitch and to YouTube. Art Kid says, when I scroll back and show you gave her a shout out, you'll make her day. Thanks, man. Nice. Did I give a shout out on YouTube? Or just because I said it? I'm curious if this will work to give a specific... Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it did work. That's funny. It worked on Twitch. It created a thing. You gotta let me know how you were able to link the chats, because that's really cool. Just because you said it. Okay, cool. Yeah. I've been using Restream.io. And then it has a chat that'll pull up from both. And then I have it set to... I'm trying to remember where it is. Compact mode, show viewer counter, show. It has to do with the settings on... in there. I remember there was one moment where it wasn't actually retransmitting like that. I'm trying to see. Relay mode. You go into chat settings on Restream and you tell it relay mode. So that'll transmit the chats from both sides to the other. What kind of art does your daughter do? Or want to do? I know that depending on what's going on the YouTube, it might just be watching artist streams. As I said, I do that too. And yeah, I believe the VODs just stay up on YouTube on my channel. I know on Twitch they kind of go away after I think 2 weeks, but I believe on YouTube they just stay. I also think Comic I need to set up Nightbot at some point, because it seems like it has some different commands than I can do with Stream Elements. So I've been looking at doing that one. Which is separate from the chatbot I use, but it's just a... Oh, here's an interesting detail of where the tech on stream might end up going soon. Here with his hand. Reroller ads are on? Did I? Oh, we are going to have an ad start on Twitch in 3 minutes. I don't know why it still calls those pre-roll ads, but... I thought those were just the ads that go at the beginning. But, whatever.
This coat. Did not mean to fill all that with red. And the red is a stand-in for black. It helps keep it like a little more fun and easier to see when there's a difference between the pencils, which are blue, and the inks, which are red. And then I just convert it to black. That makes it a more fun way to ink. And I found that it has hints of being more interesting. She loved the mention on the show, subbed, and greetings from UK. Great show. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad it made her happy. Thank you for the sub. Hello from the US. I actually was just over in the UK. We had a 9-day vacation in Scotland. Edinburgh, specifically. Didn't really need that to be... Oh, that may not have been meant to be an X. I use X's to mark where I want it to just be filled in all black. But that may not have been what that was for. That may have been meant to be just like fabric folds. That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna erase a bit. Salute to the Twitch ad crew. Those who are not subbed and so sadly are stuck with commercials. Thank you to them. It does support me and other streamers to have sitting through the ads, even though they are annoying. But we do appreciate it. Lots of cross-hatching can make it look like his suit's a little more ragged or torn up. It's a common way to show like dirt or smudging or debris. There, yeah, he looks a bit more bruised. Scotland is beautiful. I hope you enjoyed it too. I feel like I should share a quick joke. Sure. As long as it's family friendly, which I'm guessing it is. Yeah, no, I loved it there. This is actually the second time we've been there. Zelda, my wife, and I loved Edinburgh a ton the first time we were there. And then we had some friends who had also gone and loved it, and so we all took a trip together this year. Scotland joke? Is that what it is? I'm curious. I was in a cafe once, and Gary Kasparov was sat next to me. I asked him for the salt and pepper. It took him 26 minutes. Don't remember who Gary Kasparov is. Chess Grandmaster. So I had to spend time thinking about how to pass you the pieces. Ooh, actually, that makes me think. In August, there was a sketch I made with salt and pepper. Here we go. Oh, actually, so the original idea, or the original sketch was just, you know, a basic salt and pepper shaker on a chessboard. And then I added, like, special little pawn heads, but they're still salt and pepper. There it is. Look, where's the comic I'm working on? Ooh, last panel. Just gotta... This guy. Thank you for sharing that joke. It's a little too pointed, so I'm going to do that to curve that out. This particular way of drawing his profile, or his portrait, is taken from how I drew him the last time. And now he looks a little bit like he has a crooked nose, so let's change that a little bit. I was in a Oh wait, no, I already read that. That's the joke. Sometimes I look up and I see things in chat. It's like, oh, I gotta read that. Oh wait, never mind, I already did. Something about the angle of the face seems off, and I was right. The eyes, nose, and mouth don't seem as far over as they should be to match the angle of the jaw. I was typing something along the lines of how much I enjoyed our exchange. Faith restored. Oh, good. Fiendtales comic. By any chance, could I get a quick initial reaction to something I'm working on? I've been staring at this for far too long. Sure. Do you want to send it over on Discord? I can take a look at it. I definitely know the been working on it sensation. Posted in the whip art section. WIP, work in progress. Let's see it. Ooh! I remember the beginning of this. I like it. No, it looks really good. Especially just like initially. I like the effect of the lighting on the bricks. I think like the only thing that I can really see that might need changing, and I'm not even sure of this, is the handle of the paintbrush seems a little close to the top of the circle. And so maybe if you like lowered everything within the circle and made it a tiny bit bigger, so like the corners of the floor could stick outside, like, and just get cut off by the circle, and then the brush could be a little lower. That's the only thing I think of, and I don't even know if that's good. It's just like, oh, that's the only thing I see that might need work. And that would be a quick recommendation on adjusting it. But other than that, I like it. What's this for? I remember that you mentioned what it was. I think you mentioned what it was like a while ago. But it has been a while, and I don't remember it. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. For a second, I was like, where did my restream chat go? I moved it monitors. Ah, tangent for sure. Yes, exactly. Looks like a logo of some kind. Yep. I too see a logo there. So as long as that's what it's supposed to be, I'd say you've accomplished a goal. If it's not a logo, then I don't know what to tell you. Then you're just in a heap of trouble. Yeah, so it's a podcast idea that I've been trying to get in the works. Working with partners and planning could be a pain in the neck, but I think I found a way to make it happen. Cool. I am interested to learn more details whenever you know them. I love good podcasts. So I hope whatever your idea is goes well. I think I'm gonna just fill in this whole bottom area of the torso in black. All very in shadow. Okay, that I don't quite like. Don't think that flows as well as I was hoping. That's better. We are still in the finalizing designs. We are doing a style of 1920s film noir layout. Ah, fun! Stories about art, drama, and current events. We will try to have one artist highlight per episode, and just a good time hanging out with art friends. That sounds really fun. I am so jealous of this tool. Which tool? Can't tell if there's... I feel like I missed something. Oh, dropping the fill is neat to watch. It is.
It's fun to use, at least sometimes. Sometimes you're just like, I wish I could do this other thing. I think every tool has pros and cons. Like Procreate, I really like the simple structure. The brushes are pretty good. Its ability to fill things correctly isn't great. And like, what's the thing? Oh, if you resize something, it gets blurry really easily. But I like a ton of other things about it. It's what I've drawn on my iPad for, oh geez, since I was in school. So at least 6 years. Like closer to like 7. It's also, you paid a one-time fee and you own it. That was nice. Photoshop and Procreate. No, this is Procreate. Photoshop and Clip Studio, I feel like could both use that. Clip Studio has that for the computer, but for some reason the computer app takes more. It's a more frequent thing. You have to do like monthly or whatever. Which I thought about doing because some of its tools are amazing, like for posing and having 3D materials. It's not an actual muscle there. What am I doing? That's better. Okay. So that is the inks all just about done. I of course need to send it to the author and make sure he likes them. But for now, this is done. So in a second, I'm gonna switch over to Magic the Gathering for a little bit before I may draw some more. It's almost 4 o'clock. Okay. As I said earlier, it's like if I finish this, then I can play Magic. It's like a reward. To quote, I think it's The Office. Is it from The Office? I don't know. All right. I don't like how that nose looks like that anyway, so we'll do this. Oh, now that also looks dorky. Rotate this so he looks like he's looking a teeny bit down.
there's that. Honestly, almost completely filling it in. Almost works. And that must mean I have a decent silhouette. Or I've just been staring at it so long that I feel like everything works. Okay. Let's pull this nose out. Or just warp it so it's a little less straight angular. And let's turn out all the black inks. Duplicate it, merge it down. And I will switch this whole thing over to be my magic screen. Give me a moment. Oh, I need to rearrange my screen when I do that. But, I'm going to post this in the Discord. Also in the WIP art, in the WIP channel. If people are interested in the Discord, you can join at that link. Now I have to change my settings on Twitch to switch it to magic. I think I'll play for maybe an hour. Destinations. More actions. Gonna change that?